Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. Let's look at these Defiance funds and some of the other ones and see how we finished up on the day. Alright, let's start down here with we'll start with IWMY. They had a 2-day option. They bought options, or they sold options on Thursday night that expire today. They kept them all the way through Friday and all the way till today. They got $17 for them. They sold them at the 2040 level for 1732. So they need at least 2022 to break even. Well, the market closed today at 2024. So they're going to be right around break even. They sold the options for 17. They're going to have to buy them back, or they did have to buy them back for $15.26. So that means they only made 136,000. They were going for 1.1 million. However, I mean, they've been having a hell of a month. I mean, they're up 25 cents a share, profitable. The dividend estimates running at $1.19, where they paid $1.10 last time. So, from that standpoint, it's been a good month for investors. Let's check out old Jeppy here. Jeppy sold the 51.25 for $16. The market closed at 51.49. And their strike price was 51.25. So all they needed for max profit was 51.25 or more. And they got that, 51.49. And it closed well over that. Max profit. They're going for 450,000, and they made it. It's 6 cents a share positive on the month for these guys. Dividend estimate of 59 cents. Pretty much in line with what they paid last month. Here's the triple QY. These guys sold options at the 17,880 level. So we need a price of 17,880 or above for max profit. Market closed at 17,985. So we got that. Didn't have to pay anything to buy these back. Made $1.8 million. Takes us to negative 20 cents on the month. This one's the only one that's negative on the month. The dividend estimate is 73 cents a share. All right, we're going to look at TLT. TLT is this is what TRES trades, and this red box is the no profit box. The way that these guys are trading, they want prices. This is a long volatility strategy, so they want prices to go to extremes, either way up or way down. But prices to stay in the middle are in the valley of death, the red box. You could call it the no profit box. So anyway, whenever they're traveling out here outside of the no profit box, the trade they have on is profitable. But whenever they come inside, the trade is not profitable anymore. So this is just a way to visualize it. Here's the actual options they sold right here and the prices they got. I'm trying to think of a better way to keep track of them, or a more visual way. Here, let's look at it this way. I load the trade up in this options program. It's showing it's down 12,000 today. The trade's down 12,000. So here's what the profit and loss graph looks like right now. The white dot is where we're at, is where the TLT is at. So like I was saying, we want prices at either extreme. When you're playing this type of strategy, you want chaos, the opposite of our other strategies. So we can project the time going forward, and you can see what happens. The valley of death actually even gets a little wider. All right, so let's look at. Well, here's all our profit boxes. I showed these at lunch, but this box right here is the profit box. It's where they sold a covered call for IVVW. The red boxes are where they're selling call spreads above the market for SPY T, and then we have our normal boxes. I know it's getting kind of crazy in there. Maybe I need to turn off Bollinger Bands. Make it a little bit less crazy. Maybe I'll start making these boxes half the width. Something like that. And we can still see. And still kind of see everything. I really don't think the SPY T box is that instructive because it's at the same place every day. But we're going to keep looking at it until we can get a handle on what they're doing. But I don't think that's as instructive as the other stuff that we have. And this box right here is going to be kind of boring. All this shows us is these guys, it'd be an ideal situation if by expiration, which is right here, the price moved from here to here. If it moves above here, it's going to be capped. Okay, here's Coney. You can see last week it rallied up and they sold a call way up here at the 295 level and never got there. Then the market pulled back and now they've sold a call at the 258 level. We'll see if it gets there. We'll check out Misty. Misty's also in the same business that Coney's in, crypto business. Their profit box is still well above them. They could appreciate quite a bit more between now and Friday. Here's Tesla. Oh, look at this. Tesla's already blown out both of their strikes, and it's only Monday. That's awesome. It's been a while since Tesla's blown a strike out. The last time they did it was right back here. These strikes. They almost blew that strike out too, but then they had a problem. I forgot what happened right there. I think I remember actually, but yeah, it's been a while since they've blown a strike out. Good for Tesla. Here's Nvidia. All right, they had two strikes last week. Well, they blew out their strike on Monday, just like Tesla did today, but then they came back inside of it and stayed inside of both strikes last week. So those both expired worthless, those calls. And now they sold one call right here, unless they have one further up that I'm not seeing now. And now they have one call right here. You can see they've been blowing out their strikes a lot. They blew out two of their strikes that week. They blew out both of their strikes that week. Then they had to roll them, and they blew out that strike. You know, I mean, they're blowing out strikes on a regular basis. All right, well, let's look at the old buffer report. How's that sound? All right, here's one day, and this is mainly NASDAQ products, but there's some other ones mixed in. Okay, so the NASDAQ or whatever the benchmark is in red. And the blue is whatever the high yield asset is. QQQY is down here on the left. QQQY had a nice day, got about 60% of the upside of its parent asset. GFQ got about 70 or 80% of the upside. SFAL had a nice day, up a quarter point. I don't know what's going on with IQQQ. I don't know why I'm not getting the price for IQQQ. I'll look into that, but QQQI got a ton of upside, about 90%. QDTE actually got more upside than its parent, and so did XDTE. Great job, guys. Those are the new Round Hill funds. ULTY had a bad day and pulled back. SPYT got about 2/3 of the upside, maybe actually 2/3. 2/3 of the upside. FEPI outperformed its parent, as did YMAG, and as did YMAX. In the single stock land, it's, you know, Misty had a bad day. The rest of the days were fine. TSLP had probably the standout. TSLP and FBY you know, had really standout days, but TSLY did well as well. Look at this. NVIDIA outperformed its parent. You could barely see it, but OARC outperformed its parent. AMD outperformed its parent. XOMO outperformed its parent. As did AIYY. Nice job, guys. All right, so we've already seen all of these before. This is a different way of looking at it. Boy, QDTE did really well. On this chart, yeah, QDTE is the standout. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for today. I'll be back tonight with the profit boxes for tomorrow. I'll probably do that around 8 or 9. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much.